Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
We are reading verse 90 from Vilapa Kusumanjali. O Devi, when will I shyly lower my head in the assembly as you are requested by Lalita Devi to lovingly read some beautiful romantic poetry to me? O Devi, when will I shyly lower my head in the assembly as you are requested by Lalita Devi to lovingly read some beautiful romantic poetry to me? In the previous verse, Tulasi learned singing from Swamini. And in this verse, she wants to learn Rasika poetry from her. Swamini molds Tulasi as she wants it. She will serve her Priyatam through this maidservant and thus make him happy, and at the same time she blessed her maidservant with devotional service. The maidservants know innumerable arts through the training of their Shrishuri. They also relish the love of the Sakhis. The leader of all the Sakhis, Lalita Devi, asks Radhika, Sakhi, read some divine Rasika poetry to Tulasi. Train her just as you like. So, Swamini teaches Tulasi some poetry that she can later, at the proper moment, expertly recite to the Yugala Kishore, who are fond of great poetry. There are so many services for which poetry must be learned. Sri Yugala goes rambling in the forest, Vana Vihara Lila. Not only does the maidservant soften their pathway by serving flowers, but she also immerses Mohana in a boundless ocean of bliss. by singing self-made songs to him about Swamini's glories. O Swamini, when you are rambling in the forest, I will glorify you with songs. I will make the path over which you walk soft and fragrant by scattering flowers. And together with your girlfriends, I will shower flowers in all directions and at every step. While your lover decorates you with handmade floral necklaces, sashes, armlets, earrings and crowns, I will again adorn you with flower-like, self-made poems. And I will also make your Rasika Sakis relish this poetry. The Kinkaris know the desires on the minds of the Yugala Kishore. And they serve them accordingly by reading the appropriate Rasika poetry to them.
This is not seva, by knowing to do. In which time, which circumstances, what way to do. Yeah.
Mostly Radharani is teaching or other manjaris are teaching?
Yeah, you say, Krishna Bhakta hoy bado chatur. Chatur means only they watch, they are liking and they arrange like that. They don't know even. But Chaturta means in the circumstances what will be the fitting. They organize, plan like this, like a Manjari, what the mood is there of Radha and Krishna, what the song they will like, she find out and sing that. Our system is this, that what I know, I will sing that one. But the circumstances, what is demanding, that to sing. That only Manjari can do, who is very close as per the circumstance. So, how much I will be close, I will feel that. So, Manjari knows in these circumstances what song will be suitable to Radhishta. talking with Ketan Baba. I said, there is two things. One is the bhakti, devotional service. One is the vegan service. Then he said, what is vegan service? I said, Gopinath will explain you. This new thing comes. What I like, you have to eat. What I want, you have to do it. Right? What is the vegan service? I don't bother what you like. But what I like, what I eat, you have to eat. I have no other business. So I say, Dada, what you practice here, vegan seva or Vaidhi Bhakti or Raga Bhakti? I feel that you are doing Vaidhi Bhakti here. He said, why you say like this? I say, my question is this, Dada. You went for the Singar 2 hours. And 2 hours, they are nature to eat 7:30. 7. They feel convenient or not convenient? Right. You're right. From tomorrow not happen like this. Vaidhi Bhakti means when Singhar Aarti will happen, then you can do it. Without Singhar, not. But Rag Bhakti means Singhar happen or not happen. He is going for a special Singhar. Maybe time will take, but he has to be okay with his really not become hungry there. Full satisfied and go and do what you like to do. Make up yourself and then come. We will again make you arrangement for eating lunch or what you will say. So how this will be going? He said, this is very nice. From tomorrow you will get it. I said, yeah, Radhe. Yeah. क्या लाया अरे बाप माता जी बनाया है बताओ को तुमको तो लेना पड़ेगा सबको Oh, please stop for some time. You have to stop full seva. Oh my, we have to come distance, not near blast. So, knowing what you want, that to arrange. What is the favorable in this circumstance? I also don't know in this circumstances what will be favorable. But when two bhaktas share, they share and they create some positive. I don't know. And he don't know. But by sharing, I know this is the best. He said, this is the best. Means, this is devotion. We want to do best for your pleasure. No bother. Others, ritual person will say, And this way, they will be happy. The feelings, huh? How you feel you do. Rather, you are.
The king carries known the desires on the minds of the Yugala Kishore.
Knows desire. Mother knows baby desire, then she is mother. Mother, and they say, I don't know what you want. You are angry or not angry, I don't know you. Sure, she is mother, but not less than Putna. Putna is also one mother who put the nipple poison to kill his baby. This is Putna mother. Many are three types of mother. Putna mother, Devki mother, and Jasoda. Why Krishna was three mother? Because this is the universal truth. If you find the world, this is three type of mother is existing. And you welcome Krishna give the place of three type of mother, same. Because I want you and you want me, I want you. So you want me, so I will give you my place. And you want me, I give myself. This way, all they get the motherly place. So we have to try to be a motherly. Love is Mother Jasoda. Not divert from that. That is a very good love, Vatsalya. But it should be very high and very pure love. Mother. Any love is very high and it's not. What you say? Material mix and make impure. Like a gold, if you want to go more weight, you mix other metal also. It will be more heavy, more cost, but it's not pure. The moment the other metal comes, it's not pure gold. No pure Vatsalya rasa, no pure Madhuri rasa. Any rasa is not pure. No pure Sakya rasa. No rasa, purity is standing after that. So, the base is the purity of doing. Right. Right? What to do with purity? Maybe one time mistake can happen 2 times. But mistake happen many times means I want to do intentionally. That is become mistakes. One time by mistake happens something. Second time, we are not honest with my vow. I change my behavior. Some material enjoyment desires out there. Deviate from that. You are mixing. Your purity will mix with the other matter. Be careful. You have to 1 time, 2 times you can. They can excuse by child can do mistake. But every day I do same mistake. Every month I do the same mistake. Means intention is only hidden to this. Right? So we have to be careful. We don't need to teach. I have to care for myself. You have to care for yourself. Be careful to live in purity, live in the not mixed consciousness. This material world always wants to mix other metals with the good. What I am checking is still in my life. I am checking. If I am not conscious with myself, is so attractive that other metals can come to impure us. Be careful, my friend. But if you keep the purity and really full center of Swami, all mercy things, or if you not do, mix up, then blockage will come. All flow will block. You know? So, wow. Yes.
So the Kinkaris know the desires and the minds of the Yugala Kishore.
No. Yeah.
And they serve them accordingly.
Yeah. Oh.
By reading the appropriate Rasika poetry to them.
Sri Radhe. Rasika poetry means I want to use my mellow in your mellow. What do you understand? Means I want to tune myself what you like. What is your mood now? I want to make my mellow also in that mellow. There is a song book. Then you have to search what is going to fit in this circumstances, how they are sharing. Means I have to fit my mellow in your mood. That intelligentsia has to come out. Is not right. This is the point now. This is oneness. This is oneness of the feelings. Oneness of the understanding. When this closeness more and more coming, this feeling become one. This is Guru Kripa. This is the kripa. I hate the kripa. Yeah. Yeah. And I say you, when this oneness, Guru, oneness of Ishtadev, they understand, no? You understand now that feeling. Boom. Mercy, Ahit Kripa, flow that moment. Ahit Kripa means without demanding, without any desire, it happens in life. I never think for that, and it mercy comes in. Is out of control.
Causeless.
Huh?
Causeless.
And this mercy is so we cannot, sometimes it's so heavy that we cannot digest it. Difficult to when the water flow is too much in the pot, what happens? Pot is start moving like this. You will see, give the flow in the pot, this cup and this, they will start dancing with the pressure of the water. And they receive, and they overflow from that. That this is Ahit Kripa. Oneness from that. It's only feelings of oneness, but it is mercy I feel, so I share with you. What happened after that? Yeah. Sorry.
Tulasi thinks, how many maidservants don't you have? Why are you asking me this in particular?
This is the beauty. Why you ask to me? You have so many.
She becomes shy and lowers her head when Swamini calls her to learn beautiful and sweet poetry from her. The more one experiences Swamini's mercy, the more one's Swarupa will awaken.
Yeah. Might you become more close and close, and feelings become one. Why is it happening? Because your Sarup is coming, opening. You don't know because you cannot see. You cannot see your face. You cannot see your sarup. But it's taking form and very active become. So it's happening. It's a great mercy that this become one to understand. You can understand now. You can feel it. And who are the sarup of it? Somebody say, come, you do this. Because you are so fixed. All are there. But you have so much oneness that I think you understand. One day Radharani is dancing and one bell of the many bells, one bell come out from her. And the Tulsi Manjari understand that one. What you say? One piece of piece come out. So this is not good training coming from Bansi for the sheep. So, see, such that and very tactfully put on that. Many are there, but nobody can be here. Oneness of understanding is a gift. Is a gift much. I hate it. When its closeness, Guru closeness happen, its closeness is going to happen. Means I not doing, is mercy is happening. Kripa is really on me that it flow is happening in my life. If flow block us, it's a mercy block. And if flow is flowing, means my consciousness, my sarup is awakened, and her mercy I can feel. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The more one experiences Swamini's mercy, the more one's Swarupa will awaken. Unfortunately, my Swarupa is sleeping.
He's not here. Still my Swarupa is sleeping. If he's awake, I can feel to her.
Unfortunately, my Swarupa is sleeping, being lullabied by external affairs.
Huh?
Lullaby means
Lullaby?
like when your mother sings a song, good night song to a baby.
It's a lullaby.
Lullaby, huh? Being lullabied by external affairs.
Crazy. Still, our condition is lullaby. Craziness. Pray for me, pray for me. If without Vaishnava mercy not happening, pray. Without all Vaishnava not Kripa, never can happen. There is no any way of sadhana bhakti is prescribed for this. It's all Kripa sadhya. Yeah. Then.
Even if I could just spend the day thinking I am Shirada's maidservant, it could be attained. How affectionately Swamini calls. Tulasi, won't you read? From now on, you should come every day for learning poetry from me. Swamini has written these poems herself and about herself. Because Divya Rasa, divine flavors, are nowhere else but in her. Shishirada Mohana are the divine hero and heroine, and their pastimes are called Divya Rasa. There is no poetry as rasika as this. The authors of the scriptures on transcendental rasa and bhakti rasa consider the rasa which is aimed in mundane poetry to be the products of materialistic minds, and therefore consisting of the three modes of material nature, or Maya. Srimad Jiva Goswami clearly writes, the happiness gotten from the worldly rati, erotic love, is only slight, and after due consideration ends in misery.
How I see this? Acharya is telling who is living in three modes of nature, and his description. If we write from the divine thing of Radha Krishna pastime, song or anything, not read that. Because they will bring you in three mode of nature. Without selection of the Paramhansa, who is beyond this, never see that book. Read again. I see like this.
So the authors of the scriptures on transcendental rasa and bhakti rasa consider that the rasa which is aimed at in mundane poetry to be the products of materialistic mind, and therefore consisting of the three modes of material nature, or Maya. Srimad Jiva Goswami clearly writes in his Priti Sandarbha, the happiness gotten from the worldly rati, erotic love, is only slight, and after due consideration ends in misery.
Sri Radha.
The rasa that comes from worldly vibhavas, excitements, is not to be cherished.
Sri Radha.
Swamini uses the names of another hero and heroine in her romantic poems and reads them to her maidservant Tulasi, knowing her to be her closest confidant. She will not keep anything hidden in them, and she feels very happy while revealing these secrets to her maidservants. While Sriman Mahaprabhu danced in front of the cart of Lord Jagannath during the Ratha Yatra at Puri, he sang the verse, Ya Kaumara Hara Se Eva Hivara. He is my man who took my maidenhood. From the Kavya Prakasha about the mundane hero and heroine. No one else but Svarup Damodar could understand the transcendental meaning of Bhagavat Rasa that the Lord found in this verse. When Srimad Rupa Goswami heard this verse from the Lord's divine mouth, he understood the Lord's inner love and revealed it by writing the verse, Priya Soyam Krishna. He is my beloved Krishna. When the Lord found this verse on a palm leaf on the rooftop of Haridas Thakur, he asked of his Thakur's cottage, he asked Shirupa, no one could understand the meaning of my verse. How did you know the feelings on my mind? Saying this, he bestowed great mercy upon Sri Rupa and showed the verse to Swarup Damodar. In amazement, the Lord asked Swarupa, "How did Rupa know what was on my mind?" Swarupa replied, "I know that only someone who has received your grace can know what is on your mind."
Srirat.
The Lord said, "I am satisfied with him," with Sri Rupa. He embraced Sri Rupa and empowered him completely, saying, "He is qualified to understand the confidential rasa. Tell him everything about the glories of these confidential flavors." These Rupa and Tulasi from Braja are there in Gaura Lila as Rupa and Raghunadasa. That is why Swamini is so happy to reveal her inner feelings to them. As the teacher is, so is the pupil. Tulasi learns these poems after a single hearing. How beautiful it is to learn this poetry from her and to recite it. I am your maidservant. And you will mold me with your own hands. She is well educated in the sciences that Srimati has taught her, and thus she will become expert in Rasika services. The relish of devotional services that lead to the blissful meeting of Shri Shri Radha Mohana is the very means of subsistence. The relish of devotional services that lead to the blissful meeting of Shri Shri Radha Mohana is their very means of subsistence. In these duties, the use of poetry is required.
Yes. You have to be singers. You have to know how to have a song when they are going to sleep, when they are going to forest, what they are doing, all song has to be like that. I remember my grandfather, I was sitting there when night time and after time. I don't remember all the lines, but I remember one line. अरे सखी, अब प्रिया प्रीतम हंसाने लगे। अरे सखी, प्रिया प्रीतम हंसाने लगे हैं। सखी, प्रिया प्रीतम हंसाने लगे हैं। उन लोगों को bring them to the bed. This was a song for 4-5 lines. And one nursing, he was very nice musician. I was very small, I don't remember that time. But first line is still I remember. So when they say, they remember the song to sing. Just notice. Wow. That must, when they are going to the bed, what to say? They are tired and they want to go to bed. So our songs are there. And with their feelings, how to relate with your songs to their feelings. That is not about nothing.
Virahini Sri Radha, Swamini, who is suffering separation from Krishna, is in pain. Tulasi then goes out to bring Krishna.
You see, this is the feeling. Radhika is in the pain. So she knows, she not say, but she feels that pain, she is not happy. She went out where this not boy with knowing what doing, catch him, bring him. Yeah. She can find it. Because they are the manjaris of Radhika. They cannot fight. Krishna cannot fight. Yeah.
Tulasi then goes out to bring Krishna and poetically describes Swamini's sorrow to him, to urge him to quickly come and meet her. Madhava, are you here? But there is your Priyaji, separated from you. O Mohan, afflicted Radhika is as if merged in thoughts about you, being afraid of Cupid's arrows. The southern winds that are cooler than sandalwood fog and moonbeams appear to be as hot as snake poison to her. How much she is suffering, being separated from you. Then Tulasi returns to Swamini and encourages her to go and meet Mohana by reciting the following poem. O Nitambini, girl with nice buttocks, don't delay your rendezvous with the Lord of your heart. Wear your most enchanting dress, which is the essence of erotic joy. Vanamali, Krishna who wears a garland of lowest flowers, dwells in a forest on the bank of the Yamuna, where a gentle breeze blows. There, he will massage your big breasts with his restless hands. The Sakis also teach songs to the maidservants, but the teaching of Swamini are the greatest of all. We can experience that Swamini accepts us through the merciful introduction of Shri Gurudev. When will you make me learn in Rasika poetry? O Devi Shirade, everyone in Rajamandala says that you are fondly cherished by Lalita, who accepts me as one of your maidservants. Please keep this helpless girl that I am by your lotus feet. Seeing that I lower my head out of shyness, when will you lovingly use sweet words to teach me divine Rasika poetry? Thus ends the verse 19.
Sri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Go